Hey everyone, it is Damira. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time watching one of my videos, or welcome back if you've joined me before. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my spring coffee bar. Before we get started, I encourage you to subscribe to the Millennial Farmhouse. Alright, so first I started with this small space on one of our kitchen counters. Now, I don't have a lot of space here to decorate. It's only about a foot to a foot and a half of space that I can utilize. And so I often try to make sure I keep my appliances on the counter. And in this case, this would be my starter espresso machine. And then I also put down a mat underneath because it does make it a little bit easier for cleaning things up on this counter. I ground some coffee that's just in a glass jar right next to my espresso machine. And then I utilized the windowsill to place some of my tools. And I have a frother, a scoop and tamp, as well as a milk pitcher. And now you see me putting down a little stand that holds some espresso cups and plates. And that's just something that I got from at home, and I thought it would look great for a spring coffee bar. And in the background there you might see a little coffee menu, and I just like to keep that on hand so that I know my different coffee drinks. Finally, I put down some peppermint syrup on this coffee counter, and then I put a sugar canister, and it is a speckled Farmhouse canister that I also got from at home. So on this counter, I kept it fairly simple with some coffee, syrup, sugar, my appliances, a few espresso cups, and then the tools on the windowsill behind this counter. And so that area is everything that I need to make a quick cup of coffee. It's within reach and fits on this counter. But of course I like to decorate my coffee cart, which is what you'll see next. Okay, so for this year I decided to go with a peachy vibe for my spring coffee bar. And as I always mention in my coffee bar decorating videos, I got this white cart from Walmart many years ago when I lived in a studio apartment. And over the years, it went from a little kitchen storage cart to my coffee bar cart. So what I like to do when I decorate this cart is put down kitchen towels or cloth napkins, because the metal slats in between, or metal wires in between each of the baskets, don't give a solid appearance, as you can see. And I like to create the effect of a solid appearance below and underneath each basket. I also think that putting down the dish towels and the cloth napkins really help things flow. And so it just helps the decor look a little bit better on this coffee cart. So after putting those down, I went in with all of the cups and tools and decor that I was going to be using for this coffee bar. So a lot of the stuff that I get to decorate my coffee cart comes from at home. That's because I do have a part-time job there, and with a part-time job in retail, you get discounts. And they have a lot of things that I like. They have a lot of decor and household items that I really like, so it makes sense for me to get some of my stuff from there, and to get it at a discount, of course. That spoon rest was part of that Farmhouse speckled collection that I got from at home. This coffee mug that I have my hand on right now was actually a gift. I think it was from Home Goods, but that was a gift. And I do mention a lot of times when I'm decorating my coffee bar that, you know, one or two of the items that I'm using turn out to be gifts, because everybody knows how much I love coffee and how much interest I show in trying to make different coffee drinks and stuff, and so they'll often gift me with different mugs or tools to be able to make my coffee drinks. These wood houses in the back were also from At Home, and I just thought that they were very cute. You can see here as I'm decorating that a lot of the pieces I'm using, both functional and purely aesthetic or decorative, are very complementary. They're all in various shades and tones of the same colors. I feel like in the spring, oftentimes the two colors that really come to mind for me are more peach and beige. And so that's what I played around with while decorating this coffee cart. I'm showing you this shelf in depth because whenever I decorate the coffee bar, it's not a simple, let me put this in one spot and another item in the other spot and then I completely like it. No, I have to play around with things a lot and move them around. And this second shelf here definitely took some time to put together, but I was definitely pleased with the outcome. And then of course I decorated all the other shelves, as you'll see. I like to keep some tea on hand. I'm not a huge tea drinker, but these two little glass jars in the front on this shelf have some tea in it. One's peach and one's a vitamin C tea. And I always try to include some faux florals on my coffee cart, and so that's what I'm playing around with here as well. And then of course you saw those yellow flowers at the top, because even though I'm sticking with just a few certain colors, I do like to add a pop of a color you might not expect to see, so I do that a lot as well. And then typically I reserve the bottom shelf for utilitarian items. So there's my coffee grinder, as well as a box that I use to hold some tools, like extra spoons and metal straws, and then also some coffee powder packets. So this is my spring coffee bar. I'm pleased with how it turned out. It can be hard to style vertical shelving spaces, and with this coffee cart it's definitely more of a vertical item than something that's a little bit wider and more horizontal, but I think it came out beautifully. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I do hope you consider subscribing to the Millennial Farmhouse, and don't forget to join me in my next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.